You know the Serenity Prayer? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Yes, I read that off the screen. You need to start living by that. Whether you get offended by the word prayer or not, this is Stoicism in its finest. And it is basically saying, stop worrying about the things you can't control. So people are losing their minds right now about World War III, Iran, oh my God. Like, you can't really control what Iran's going to do. You can't really control what's going to happen right now. So instead of freaking out about it, just wait and see and then adapt and control yourself. So another quote, I thought this was awesome. So I have this little, it's like a daily stoic for the year, a little flip off calendar. And this was the one from the 9th. It says, some things are in our control while others are not. We control our opinion, choice, desire, aversion, and in a word, everything of our own doing. We don't control our body, property, reputation, position, and in a word, everything not of our own doing it. And that's from Epictetus and Chiridon 1.1 to 2. Look, the point is this. Stop worrying about things that you can't control. Stop letting them get you emotionally wrapped up. Focus on the things you can control. So in my personal life, I've had a relationship issue for a little bit, not anything crazy, but just where I felt like things were a little off. And what did I do? I took some time to read some books to help me understand what I could do better on my end to help things out with the relationship. Now, that's not to say that I don't wish some other things might change or didn't, things are much better. But that's to say that I couldn't control those things, but I could control what I did. And I was in this huge rut, this funk, I got some stuff going on, whatever, and it kind of ate me alive for a little bit. And then what did I do? I found a way to go and hang out with people who would pull me out of that funk, right? Positive influences. I went on a hike. I forced myself to get outside, to get out of my comfort zone, to go do something, to take action, to make whatever happen so that I was good. And that's because those are things I can control. So I can control how I react to things and I can control how I feel about things, although emotions are fickle and they like to come and go and make you miserable and whatever. But I can't control other people and their decisions. And I can't control the outcomes of things that I do. I can just control how I react. And this is something that you are going to need to learn in order to be successful in life, because things are going to happen. Like, I had a contractor steal like $30,000, $40,000 worth of money from me by just not doing his job or doing it wrong. And I can't necessarily go back and control that, but I can control how I react. It's like when you are in a breakup and they break up or they cheat or they do this and you're a miserable wreck. Like, you can't control what they did, but you damn sure can control how you react to it. So you can control if you're going to have an emotional breakdown. You can't control how they acted in the first place. So I say all this to say, today's Angry Marine rant is really just this. Learn to control your reactions. Learn to control your emotions, because whether you like it or not, you are responsible for how you respond. You may not be responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for how you respond. So if something crappy goes on at work and you lose your mind, hey, you didn't have to lose your mind. This happens to me every now and then at work. Things are going crazy in the office. People are running all over the place and I'm just chilling. And ironically, sometimes people think that it's because I'm not doing any work, which is not true. It's just that I don't let it get me as riled up. Now, there are things that get me fired up, but I really love when things go crazy. So I love to be like this thing in the chaos, right? Making stuff happen. But it doesn't mean that I have to act like my hair is on fire, right? And I don't have to run around like a chicken with my head cut off or whatever acronym. It all goes back to poise, and that's the military bearing, the military poise, the ability to stay calm in the face of chaos. And so I speak to you calmly about this rather than ranting, because you need to understand how to focus on your reactions to things. Do not let other people evoke emotion from you, right? Like, I can't stand when in the military people are like, oh, this puts me in the red zone for stress. No, you put yourself in the red zone for stress. This is not that bad. You are overreacting. Like, there are things and there are times when you will be very stressed or very depressed or very whatever, but you need to recognize that that's on you. It's not on the other person or the other thing, right? Like, that crappy situation may happen, but it is still up to you to respond. So I say all that to say, learn some stoicism, learn some poise, keep yourself together, and I promise you'll be able to take better control of things and have better solutions come of it. And it's just going to make your life easier.